Another scandal consuming our nation's capital. The House Oversight Committee chairman now demanding the State Department turn over more documents related to the department's talking points in the wake of the terror attack in Benghazi last September 11th. The California Republican Congressman Darrell Issa today issued a subpoena aimed at 10 current and former State Department officials. James Rosen has more in our D.C. newsroom. James, what kinds of documents are House Republicans demanding to see here?
Well, Trace, you'll remember 5 days after the attacks that killed 4 Americans in Libya back on September 11th of last year, our UN ambassador, Susan Rice, appeared on 5 Sunday talk shows, maintaining that the evidence thus far pointed to Benghazi being the result of a protest gone awry, not a premeditated terror attack. However, 94 pages of emails that were sent to and from senior officials at the State Department, the White House, and CIA in the 2 days preceding Rice's appearance showed that senior officials knew that Islamic extremists with ties to al-Qaeda participated in the attacks, a sentence that was scrubbed from those talking points prepared for Susan Rice. Chairman Issa's subpoena covers all documents and communications regarding the talking points sent to or from 10 officials, among them Deputy Secretary of State Bill Burns, Undersecretary of State for Management Patrick Kennedy, and former State Department spokeswoman Victoria Nuland. Also on the list, Beth Jones, the Acting Assistant Secretary of State for the Middle East, Tom Nides, the former Deputy Secretary of State, and Cheryl Mills, who was Chief of Staff to then Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. We should point out that Victoria Nuland was just nominated for an Assistant Secretary position that requires Senate confirmation, Trace.
James, so far any reaction from the Obama administration on this?
I've checked in with the State Department. So far, nothing from them. Chairman Issa says that this quote-unquote narrowly tailored subpoena is only being issued because Secretary of State Kerry has failed to live up to previous promises like this one from last month.
I will work with you, Mr. Chairman. I do not want to spend the next year coming up here talking about Benghazi. If there's something legitimate that really needs to be put on the table, I'll put it on the table, and I'll work with you in good faith.
Of course, it bears mentioning that Secretary of State Kerry, at the time that the Benghazi attacks occurred, was himself serving in the U.S. Senate. Trace.
James Rosen live for us in D.C. James, thank you.